What's up guys, Tara here, and today I will be talking about my favorites slash the products I've been using this month because, at least for me, it's good to know what products some people aren't as excited about as they are their favorites, so that way you can sort of avoid a product or sort of just have an honest opinion about it. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. I also have a couple of random favorites, and yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start with skincare. First item I do not have with me, it's still in my bathroom right now. It is Noxzema. It's a cold cream and it's really good for removing makeup, but what I really loved it for this month was my sunburn that I had at the beginning of the month. So just a little tip out there, it's great for removing makeup, but it's also really great for taking the sting out of a sunburn. So that's my first of my favorites as far as skincare goes. Second thing as far as skincare goes is the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. It's like an eye mask type thing. I had discovered the Chlorine, I think it was, eye gels or eye masks, whatever, in I believe it was last month's glam bag, and I really enjoyed them a lot more than I did the Skin Iceland ones, but I can't find them anywhere except online. So I'm trying out different types of eye masks right now, and those are the ones I've been using. So yes, so that's the thing. Going on to makeup, I've got 4 cheek product type things. First is a bronzer. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. It's the original one, not the matte waterproof one. Packaging looks like this. It's like a little sample size, although it's a decent size, and looks like this. It's a gorgeous bronzy color, and I am loving it. I will absolutely be buying this in the full size once I am done with all my other bronzers. So I definitely suggest this. This is amazing. It's the only bronzer I never have an issue with. Next I've got 2 blushes. One is a Milani Baked Blush in the shade Rose d'Oro. It's in number 2. And it looks like that as far as the name goes, and the actual product looks like this, which this used to scare the crap out of me. But I love it. It's not as shimmery as it looks. In person it looks incredibly shimmery. I'm not sure if you can tell on camera. But it is this gorgeous, ends up being a very gorgeous sort of peach color, and actually both of the blushes I've been using this month were peaches. This is like a darker tone peach, which you can't really see right here, but it's that shade. So that is my first blush. My second blush, by the way, just so I'd say, I love that stuff. My second blush, I'm not as big of a fan of. It's not as pigmented. I don't know if it's because it's a lighter shade or if it has to do with the product itself, but this is the Physicians Formula Powder Palette Multicolored Blush in Blushing Peach. There's a name, and it's one of the sort of mosaic powders, so it looks like this. It's very pale, and because I did get a sunburn, it translated into a suntan, so it's incredibly light for me. Like, you can, it almost matches the skin tone of my finger, but and you can't even see it on my hand really. So I'm not as big a fan of it because it's not as pigmented, but that might have something to do with my skin tone right now, because my face is a bit darker, as is the rest of me, than it was 2 months ago, or really a month ago. The next thing I've been using as a highlighter, this is the Pacifica, I think it was originally supposed to be an eyeshadow in the shade Ethereal. That's the name. It looks like this. It's cute little packaging. I got this in a glam bag, and I don't know if it's supposed to just be an eyeshadow. I wasn't the biggest fan of an eyeshadow person for it, but I've discovered this is a really nice highlight. It's just got the most gorgeous, like, this swatch doesn't really do it justice, but like, put it on the actual like skin, and it sort of leaves like this sort of glowy, almost blue toned veil over the skin. So that's really nice. moving on to eyes, I have got, well, I'll go ahead and work with eyebrows first because moving along the face is generally the order I do my makeup, is the way I tend to talk about things. For eyebrows, this is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. This is sort of the L'Oreal version of Benefit's Gimme Brow. I'm in the shade medium to dark. This is more or less Gimme Brow, except in a bigger bottle or tube, whatever. And it's got a slightly bigger wand. I really like it. It's not the type of thing you want to have near water. I discovered that the hard way. It comes off a lot easier than Gimme Brow does, which for most people is a bad thing. But for me, unless I am purposely sticking my head in the ocean, which I did with it on like an idiot, it stays for me. So, this is really good. If you're the type of person that things don't really come off of your face, like me, you'll probably enjoy this, and it's like, I think half the price of the Gimme Brow or something like that, so definitely suggest this. Next is a eyeshadow crayon. I got this in this month's glam bag. This is the Trestique mini shadow crayon in the shade Aspen Pine. Looks like that, and this is actually the lid. I know, it's the lid. It's so weird. See, it comes off like that, and it's this gorgeous, gorgeous olive green tone, and I have already come up with sort of a smoky eye look with it, and I plan on filming a video over it, I believe, next month, I think. So definitely excited about this. Really like this. I only used it once, but I really enjoyed the way it turned out. So definitely suggest that. Going to two eyeshadows I wasn't sort of the biggest fan of, as far as I did not use them very often. This is the Ulta brand Baked Eyeshadow Duo in the shade Sweet Dreams. It is the most gorgeous duo, and it looks so gorgeous on the eyes, but my only problem is this eyeshadow is not very pigmented, so you have to work really hard with it. And two, it's fallout crazy. The fallout is insane. The pigmentation isn't the best, the fallout is insane. So the pink shade is on my pinky, and the weird shade is on my finger. It's like sort of a bluish taupe type thing, but like I just sort of rubbed it up against my hand to try and swatch it, and it's like a very patchy, hardly able to see it swatch. So that gives you an idea of how the pigmentation is with this. I think I got it in like a free gift bag with like a purchase of something else, so it's not a big deal. Just be warned that I don't know about the other baked eyeshadows by the Ulta brand, but this one in particular is not the easiest to work with, so that's the thing. But if you're willing to work with it, it has the prettiest look. Next is one I just haven't used very much. I've never used this one very much, but I love it. I'm wearing it right now. This is the Hard Candy Baked Glitter Eyeshadow in Lunar Eclipse, and it looks like this. It's like a blacky gold or a goldish black. Like, I don't know how to explain it because it's not brown. It's like black and gold mixed together, which, like, it is pigmented. Like, look at that. That is amazing. My only deal with this is just, it was in the bottom of my makeup bag, so I just didn't think to use it, and I didn't think to use it until today, but I'm thinking I may have it in my makeup bag for next time, for next month is what I mean. So that way I get the chance to use it more. Next I have the NYX Love in Paris palette in the shade Merci Beaucoup. Yeah, it's that, looks like that, and I have been loving this so much. I want to play with it more, so this will probably also be in the makeup bag next month. And it's just got the most beautiful shades. I love the cranberry shade and the orange shade together. Also, really just these three shades right here are my favorites, but I love this brown. I really like this brown. This is a wonderful highlight. Really the only ones I don't use are this one, and this one. The others I use pretty regularly, and I use the cranberry and this, as well as this is the highlight for my 4th of July Get Ready With Me that I posted last week. So, Really love this. I'm definitely planning on playing with it more because I've been using it. I used it today. I used it when I figured out how to do the smoky eye with the shadow crayon. I've just been loving it. So, I highly suggest this if you can find it. I got it at Target. I don't know if they sell it at Ulta or just at Target, but I got mine at Target. So, that's a thing. Lastly, for the actual makeup products are the lip products. I'll start with this first because I only used it once. It is technically a lip and cheek stain, except cheek stains do not cooperate with me unless they're one of the Tarte sort of cheek stain like things and like a glue stick type thing. I hope you know what I'm talking about. Those are the only type of cheek stains, so to speak, that work for me. Others I just really use for lip stains. This is the Tints and Sass Famous Lip and Cheek Stain, and it looks like this. It's got a doe foot applicator, and it leaves a very pretty sort of pinky red stain on the lips. I really enjoy it. My only deal is I just don't get along with stains in general. Like it leaves a very sheer stain, obviously. Like, it ends up doing that with my hands more than it does on my lips. If it did this on my lips, we wouldn't have an issue. But, that's a thing. Next is another thing I only use once, and it's just because I tried to pair it with something and ended up not going well. So this is the Starlux lip pencil in the shade Bear. Not sure if you can see that. It's just a lip pencil. This and the Tints and Sass I have gotten in a glam bag before, which is how I ended up like having them. So it looks like this. It's a gorgeous lip color and I love it to pieces, but I tried to use it with this in an attempt to make this sort of look better on my lips. This is the NYX Butter Lipstick in the shade Hubba Bubba. Looks like this. Looks like this. My deal with it is it comes off this incredibly bright, bubblegummy, almost lavender pink, which is gorgeous in the swatch, but it looks so strange to me on my face, and I get compliments on it, but it's like, if it doesn't please me on my face, I'm not as eager to try it. So I tried to work with it and the lip pencil. It did not look well with the lip pencil, so I've been trying to use that more. So those I may work with still. I do love the lip pencil, but I just sort of didn't get the chance to use it this month. Next I've got the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Milan. It is one of my all-time favorite lip colors. I love this. It is matte. It does stay on your lips. It doesn't stay on forever, but it does stay on a decent amount of time, and it is my favorite shade to have on my lips, like in general. Like this type of pink shade right here, I love for my lips. So those are all the lip products. I have one nail polish that I've been using all month. I had this on my toes and I have it on my nails right now. This is China Glaze's Ruby Pumps, and I absolutely love this. It really does look like Dorothy's ruby slippers. Moving on to more random favorites, I have a candle that I'd like to talk to you guys about this month. I did kind of talk about this in last month's favorites slash products I've been using video. This is the Mainstays citrus candle. I should just say. It's a layered candle and it's got these scents: cranberry, mandarin, orange, vanilla, and mandarin. I usually am not a fan of fruity scents, and like you can see the layers right here. But I'm usually not a fan of fruity scents, but for some reason I absolutely love this. So if I can get it open, oh, it smells so good. So I've been really enjoying this, and that is the candle I've been burning this month. I still need to finish it, so you might actually see it next week's, or not next week, next month's video as well. I am still working on the same book that I've been reading, but I actually have it to show to you this time. I don't think I did last time. This is The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. It is a book all about how different trends get started, and not just fashion trends, but like how things like how Paul Revere ended up being so successful on his midnight ride, yet there was another person that did the same thing Paul Revere did the same night, but no one hears about him in the history books. And it's like, you know, how Paul Revere was more influential in starting a word of mouth epidemic than that other person was, and how some people are better at it than others, and how it gets started. So it's really cool. It's more of a sociological type thing. And yeah, moving on to the last of my random favorites that I do not have with me, but I will go ahead and talk about. I have been loving Don't Starve Giant Edition, I believe. It's for the Wii U. I had been wanting to play Don't Starve since the first time I saw Choco the Chocobo play it, and my friend ended up getting it, and it had a deal where it's like buy one get one free. So he sent me the free one. I was like, yes, you know. So that happened, and I really like that. I haven't played it much, but I really like it. I've been loving music by Shawn Mendes lately. He is awesome. He's opening for Taylor Swift at the concert I'm going to in October, and I'm so excited because it's like I'm more hyped than normal for a concert, and I get pretty hyped for concerts. For apps, I like Sims Free Play. It's really fun, and I'm addicted. I've been addicted for a while, but I've really gotten onto it lately. And last favorite is a favorite YouTuber. I've been loving Coffee Break with Danny recently. So check her out. Check everything I mentioned out. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.